true crime video. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And please enjoy the video ahead. Hello. Hi. Hello. Today, for the first time ever, we're recording with my mic, and guys, I have unlimited recording time on my phone right now, so that's really good. So yeah, I have water, and my LED light. Let me know what color you guys like best. Let's test these out. Okay. Red, green, blue, white, yellow, cyan, turquoise teal, pink, and rainbow, I guess. But I think for today's video we'll go with white. Just kidding. Pink, because I'm fun. Okay, so, and it matches my beautiful cup. Okay, we're recording again. This video might be a little buns. I'm sorry if it's buns, but I'm trying. Okay, I don't know where my charger went for my phone. It's on 14, so hopefully this works out for us in our favor. So I don't get copyrighted, guys. This is from the Texas Archive of the Moving Image. This is True Crime Tales, 10 cases buried in the archive. This is not meant to be ASMR, but if I do some like noises, it's because I watch ASMR, so I'm sorry if you don't want this to be that, but that's what this is. It's 2:24 a.m. I had to do this now because everybody is asleep in the house. It is very, very quiet, except for my cats. Ignore them if you hear or see them. Okay, let's just get right into it so I can stop freaking yapping. Everything is bigger in Texas, and crime is no exception. From frontier lawlessness to modern mayhem, this state's history has piqued curiosity around the world, in some part due to its tales of wrongdoing and the often gaining media attention that inevitably follows. True crime may boast a current surge in popularity, but public interest in the subject is nothing new, as local stories make international headlines. However, one begins to wonder when reporting becomes storytelling, and storytelling becomes sensationalism. What follows are 10 singular tales of murder, scandal, and tragedy set in the Lone Star State. All crimes with victims deserving of respectful consideration. Yes, guys, I think I'll just let that know now. Like, let it be known now. Make it known. This video is not to be disrespectful to anybody in this stories. Now that that's been said, let's move on. Okay. In every instance, True Crime Tales explores how Texans produce and consume crime stories. What cases capture our attention and how do crimes become legends? Okay, this is the Depression era. The story of Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow began when the couple met in Dallas in 1930. By that time, Barrow posted a lengthy rap sheet spanning from petty theft to armed robbery just a few months after the couple's first encounter. Authorities arrested Barrow for auto theft and sent him to East Ham Prison Farm in Houston County. There he committed his first murder. Bludgeoning a fellow inmate who had habitually abused him. Paroled in February 1932, Barrow reunited with Parker and assembled an eclectic group of criminal associates. The so-called Barrow King, or Barrow King, then re-embarked on a 2-year crime spree, robbing small banks, stores, and gas stations, and killing any civilians or law enforcement officials that stood in their way. By 1934, authorities considered the outlaws responsible for as many as 13 deaths. The manhunt for Parker and Barrow came to an end in Beanville Parish, Louisiana, on May 23rd, 1934, when a posse of 4 Texas officers and 2 Louisiana officers ambushed and opened fire on the couple. Both died at the scene. Texas Ranger Frank Hammer began tracking the crime duo in February 1934. He caught up with the pair 3 months later, on the morning of May 23rd. Hammer and 5 other officers from Texas and Louisiana concealed themselves in the bushes along the highway near Sales, Louisiana. When Parker and Barrow stopped to help the father of their associate, Henry Methvin, who was working in cooperation with the authorities, the posse unleashed a hail of bullets. The grisly footage captures the aftermath of the shootout. Barrow and Parker achieved national notoriety. Long before their demise, photographs of the good-looking couple found in their Missouri hideout in 1933 were published by the press, which glamorized their life of crime and death. However, the outlaws' lethal legacy became cultural legend. More than 20,000 people attended Parker's Dallas funeral. Parker's Dallas funeral. The sensational and romanticized story of Bonnie and Clyde spawned numerous retellings, including 2 Hollywood films. Arthur Penn's Bonnie and Clyde, 1967, starring Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty, filmed on location across north central Texas. Okay, we're gonna take a little water break. Mosler, the head of a $33 million banking and loan empire, had earlier moved out of the couple's River Oaks mansion to live in Key Biscayne, Florida. While Candy had a sold alibi, her nephew and suspected lover, Melvin Lane Powers, did not. Harris County Sheriff's deputies caught up with the Powers in Houston 3 days later, arresting him for first-degree murder. A year later, Dade County officials in Florida similarly charged Candy. The Harris County Sheriff's Department took Powers into custody on July 3rd, 1964. The next day, authorities booked him into jail and formally charged him with first-degree murder. The first segment in this silent KPRC footage sees Powers' defense attorney, Percy Foreman, arriving at the Harris County Jail on July 4th to confer with his client. The second shows a bond hearing for Powers on July 6th. District Judge Sam Davis ruled the defendant to be held without bond pending his extradition to Florida. The Mosler Powers trial began in Miami on January 17th, 1966. The prosecution argued that the couple murdered Jacques to acquire his multi-million-dollar fortune. Between Candy's platinum blonde glamour, her controversial relationship with her co-defendant, and the courtroom dramatics provided by defense attorney Percy Foreman, the trial became a media sensation. Court proceedings were so sordid that the judge barred spectators under 21, while a Miami newspaper printed supplemental coverage on hot pink paper. After 3 days of deliberation and 6 inconclusive votes, the jury passed a ruling of not guilty. The courtroom spectacle ended with the cleared couple driving off in a gold Cadillac. Mosler and Powers split a year or two after living together in Houston. She remarried in 1971, dying 5 years later as a result of an accidental overdose. Powers died in 2010, following a prosperous career as a real estate developer. Sorry guys, my cat is up here. While the Mosler Powers case brought Foreman national anthem, he is perhaps best known for defending James Earl Ray, the assassin of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to MLK. Rest in peace. In this KHOU news segment from 1964, Foreman responds to criticism over his representing another controversial client, Jack Ruby. Ruby fatally shot Lee Harvey Oswald while the latter was in police custody for the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. JFK. Also, rest in peace to JFK, and rest in peace to Jacques Mosler. Rest in peace to him, and also rest in peace to all 13 people that the first people killed. Well, all the people that the people in the first story killed. Okay, guys. So this video is pretty short, but if you guys enjoyed this video, stay safe.